Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Vegans and non-vegans alike, you're going to want to stick around for this next segment because I'm joined now by Lily and Sage from the Cheeze Factory Restaurant in Wisconsin Dells. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Good to have you back, and we're going to give a shout out real quick, aren't we?
That's right. Juby.
Hi, Juby.
Hi, baby. Hi.
She's in London right now. She was on our last episode.
Yep, she was on the last episode, but she's in London with her family for Christmas, so.
We wish her well. What are we going to be making first today? You always bring such an amazing spread of food. What are we doing first?
Okay, we're going to do a tuna salad, gluten-free.
Okay.
And we're going to start by placing 6 cups of garbanzo beans in a food processor.
Okay, and when you say tuna, it's T-O-O-N-A.
Correct. It is not fish in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
It's garbanzo beans.
Okay.
And what you're going to discover when we're all done here is you won't believe how tuna-y it tastes.
Okay,
so we're going to go about 5 seconds, not too long, because we want to maintain the texture of the chickpeas. We don't want them all mashed out.
We're not pureeing,
okay?
in other
No,
words
we're not
here.
pureeing.
Okay, all right. We'll do that a little bit. How does a restaurant, a vegan restaurant like Cheeze Factory get a name like Cheeze Factory?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad I asked too.
In the 1940s, which the building that we're in now dates back to the 1940s.
Okay.
The Cheeze Factory was actually a retail cheese market.
Okay.
Where they sold, I think it was the biggest retail cheese market in Wisconsin.
Really?
So when we took over the building over 25 years ago and opened our vegetarian restaurant, we decided to keep the name Cheeze Factory.
Okay.
And then, of course, several years ago, when we converted to vegan, we changed the S in cheese to a Z, and the Cheeze Factory was reborn as a vegan restaurant.
That is such a cool story. I love that story. You guys, this is something that's available in your cookbook as well, as I understand.
Yeah.
So a lot of the recipes that you have are not just things that you can get at the restaurant, but they can also be things that you can cook on your own at home. So tell us a little bit about your cookbook.
Well, what was happening consistently is that customers would come in and they would taste the food and they would want the recipe.
Sure.
And it was just impossible to keep up with, doing that.
Right.
So we finally put together 24 of the most popular recipes that people would request in a little cookbook. And if you want to, there it is. It's available for purchase at the restaurant or on Amazon.
Okay, excellent.
So there you go.
And what was this sour cream that we just added?
No,
here?
that was vegan mayonnaise.
Oh, it'd have to be vegan.
So
it wouldn't be sour cream.
Right, but they also have vegan sour cream.
Okay,
so
vegan mayonnaise.
What's going in here is the garbanzo beans, red onions, celery, vegan mayonnaise made from soy, Dijon mustard, a little bit of ketchup, and some salt. And she's going to mix all of that together. And while she's doing that, how about I prepare a little taster plate for you, just so you can get.
Please?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I didn't get a chance to taste the food last time, so I want to make sure that we get to do that this time.
Well, to be honest with you, I think what we're going to have to do is, why don't you...
You want me to grab something here?
Well, yeah, we just need to get you a little spoon.
No, that's okay. I can just grab this fork real quick, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's for the... Actually, you know what? That fork is for the dessert.
I know.
So why don't you grab this spoon
all right.
here.
Perfect.
And try a little of that tuna on a cracker. We got some rice crackers there.
Okay, so this is the tuna.
That's the tuna, and a little rice cracker.
All right.
And then you can actually see for yourself how tasty it is. It's pretty good, huh?
Wow. That is tuna-y.
I know.
I'm gonna just taste it like this.
I know. Everybody asks us, well, how do you get it to taste like tuna? It's like, I don't know. It just does.
It just works, right?
And the other thing that you might want to check out is, you see that nice chow cheese there?
This right here.
Yeah, those. Yeah. Why don't you try a piece of that?
Okay, try that with one of the crackers?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a cheese spread that we make. And then the little triangle behind it also is a plant-based cheese made with coconut oil, which is very, very tasty.
And should I eat that all at the same time?
Well, no, just, however. But the point is that we're trying to demonstrate to people who are not familiar with plant-based foods how really tasty they can be.
They really are.
Aren't they? And they're easy to prepare, they're relatively inexpensive, And we try to encourage more and more people to give them a try.
Right.
So that's part of the reason why we want to bring a lot of variety here to the show.
Absolutely. Because you can use this tuna salad in so many different ways. You can use it as a dip. You can stuff your vegetables with it. You can put it in a sandwich.
Yep.
And it all looks great.
Yeah. So the idea is to try to help people who are interested in plant-based foods but don't know where to begin, sort of show them how easy and how they can sort of get started. But most importantly, it's really delicious. The food is good. It has to be good.
And how do people who are non-vegans typically react to the food in your restaurant when they try it for the first time?
For the most part, people may be hesitant at first, but once they try the food, they love it.
They are converted.
They are converted.
They are converted. And we've actually even had some, people say that if they could eat like that every day, they would absolutely become vegan.
Well, now you can, because you've got this. You've got the Cheeze Factory Restaurant Vegan Cookbook that's available to you.
So before we run out of time, I want you to try our gluten-free espresso chocolate dream cake.
You twisted my arm there, Sage.
It's made with cashews that have been soaked in coconut milk.
Okay.
And then cocoa gets added to that.
Almost put it in my nose. Okay.
And then that all goes in the blender and creates this smooth, delicious kind of creamy dream cake is what we call it. And that is a gluten-free, vegan and gluten-free. Yeah.
Wow.
It's good,
That's delicious.
Yeah.
That is very delicious.
And then this is our tuna salad.
Wow.
Which we have at the Cheeze Factory, and all this stuff. It's all available at the restaurant, and all the recipes are in the cookbook.
Wow. If you have not been to the Cheeze Factory restaurant, folks, get on up there as soon as possible. It is worth the trip. Lily and Sage, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yay. Always fun.
Don't go away. There's more Restaurant Show coming up right after the break. Stick around.